let me share my screen. So where we stopped last session. Where we stopped the last session. I think we are discussing string methods, right? So, and anyone tried remaining methods? Did you try? Yesterday we discussed about format and format map, right? What is the main difference between format and format map? The main difference, format and format map. Hmm? Format and format map. Format, it's take like any number of parameters, means format is like the variable length argument it has, but format map always take only one, that too, that is the dictionary only or not. So we are going to map our values, okay, with these keys. For example, if you take, this is the input, this is the key, and this is the another key. Now here we have a dictionary with those keys, some values assigned, those values only placed here or not. Yes or no? It's take like only one parameter, that too, that is the dictionary. Okay, format and format map used for what? If you want to build a string with some dynamic values, if you want to concat some static and dynamic values, then the time you can go with the format and the format map. But if you come to the format, you can pass any number of parameters, that like keyword arguments, that like normal arguments like this also, you can pass it. But this is like not limited, it's like unlimited, any number you can pass based on these expected values. Based on these expected values, here I'm expecting 2, so that 2 values you can pass it like that. Understood? So the next method you can see. What is the next method? Format and format map. Okay, the next one is like index. Okay, so name equals to section. Now name dot index. Name index. It is a function. So can I call this function? Index take at least one parameter, so that can I take like one parameter 10. Must be a string, not an integer, so that can I give like a 10 like this. Now it gives me substring not found. For example, if I put like a, okay, if I put like I, and if I put like something in, if I put like hin, it is looking for the substring or not. For example, if the substring is not available, if the substring is not there, you can get the error. It throws an error. Okay, if it is like found, it returns me a number, that means integer. If it is not returned, then the time it gives me what? It gives me an exception. It throws an exception. Okay, now index take maximum how many parameters? Index take maximum how many parameters? Index take maximum how many parameters? Name dot index 1 comma 2 comma 3 4 like this you can give. Now string, it's not index take 3 arguments or not. Now I'm going to write like a. Now a found. If I put like comma 2, now it throws an error. Why? Because I'm looking for a from second index or not. 0, 1, 2. From here, if I'm looking for a, but a is not there. From here, if I'm looking for a, my a is not there or not. Understood? Hmm. So my index which take maximum three parameters. My first parameter is what? My first parameter is like a string, a substring which you are looking for it. The second one is like starting index. Third one also there. Third one also there. That is like an index. Okay, ending index. Now if I write like C, then that time it returns me this one. Why? Because I am looking for the C in this particular index interval or not. 2 is the starting one, 0, 1, 2, and 2, 3 difference is how much? 2, 3 difference is how much? Okay, 1, right? So that 2, 3 difference is like 1. Okay, so that it is gives me what? It is gives me that 2. That's right. If I put like 3 3, okay, now it gives me an error. If I put like 3 4, okay, now also it gives me an error only. So you can tell like if the element, okay, if the substring is there, it returns me the index. If the substring is not there, it returns me what? It returns me an exception. An exception it's going to return. Okay, that is about index. The next one is like if you observe all are like is methods only. Okay, is alpha numeric. Okay, now my equals to equals to this one. My value equals to this one. Now val dot is val dot is alpha numeric. Is that shortcut or normal? Alpha ALNUM. Okay, is alpha numeric. Okay, it's like true, right? If I write something like this at the red symbol, now if you come here, if I run this one, now it's like false, right? So if you want to check the given string is like contains alphabets and numeric values, then you can go with, if you want to check it, you can go with the alphanumeric. Same like that, you can go, the next one is like what? Alpha. Okay, only alphabets it's looking for. Yes or no? The next one is like ASCII values. ASCII values, you know, right? In the string, all characters. Okay, in the string, all the characters having some ASCII values. Okay, all are like ASCII characters, that kind of. Okay, now you can write some value. You can write some value. That equals to, right, this is the one I written. Val dot is ASCII, right? Is ASCII. Now, for example, if I write something like this, to the dollar, do you have any ASCII value? Okay, to the dollar, you have an ASCII value. So, which one is not having ASCII value? Okay. Okay, these all are having ASCII values. Okay, check which characters ASCII values, right? Okay, this is something different characters. Can I write that? Go to strings. Can I put this? Now can I run it? Now it is not having the ASCII value or not. The characters all are having ASCII values, then it returns me true. Otherwise, it returns me false. Okay, that is method. Same like this, the remaining methods also. Same like this, the remaining is methods. The next one is like what decimal. Okay, digits only. The next one is like is identifier. Okay, is like a string identifier or not. Okay, you can check this. Is identifier. Okay, it is also returns me what either true or false. Okay, if the string has an identifier. Okay, identifiers we discussed it, right? Okay, now for example, some more like valid identifiers are there. Val equals to ABC, DEF underscore. Otherwise, you can write like SH underscore Tendulkar. Now, VAL dot is identifier. It's identifier, valid name or not. True. For example, if I remove this one, now if you come here, okay, now it's like false. Why? Because identifier is nothing but a valid variable name or method name or class name. Identifiers, we have a concept, right? Okay, if you go to our javakit.com, go to Python, we have some of the identifiers, naming conventions, right? Yeah, these all are like which are like valid. Okay, those are like valid identifiers, you can say. It is going to identify Python programming identifiers. Okay, which are like valid name, that is a valid identifier. If not, it is not. Okay, any variable name should not contain spaces, yes or no, so that it is like a invalid identifier. So Sachin Tendulkar, it is not a valid identifier, right? It's not a valid variable name or method name or class name. So that is identifier is like what? False. Is identifier is like false. Okay, that is about is identifier. The next one is like all or like what? Lower cases or not. Okay, if it is like all or lower case, numerics is nothing but all or like numerics or not. Okay, the next one is like printable. It's related to okay all the content. Okay, in the string, whatever the content is there, that content is like printable or not. Okay, this content is like printable or not. Got the point? Now, if you check here, in which case we can get the printable is like false. Val equals to such in this case, val dot is printable. Obviously, it should like a true only. Is printable when returns false. Non-printable values, right? Just I'm looking for non-printable values. The last one and the second one. Now say this. Okay, if you put like new line or tab or whatever it is, these values are not like print, right? These are coming like what? Next line, right? Okay. Now, if you take this one, the entire string is not printable. Now, if you come here, now str1 dot is printable. You can get like false. Okay, the slash and no. Okay, the new line, new tab. Okay, new line tab. These all are like not print, right? So these come under non-printable members, non-printable characters, you can say. Okay, that is about printable. The next one is what? The next one is like it is have it is having spaces or not. Is space, right? Okay, in the string, if you have space, it gives me true, otherwise returns me false. Okay, the next one is like is title. What is this is title? Title is nothing but okay, there has some format. Okay, it's a kind of format. For example, say any title you can take, heading you can see where equals to if I write like Sachin Tendulkar, if I write like this, now see my val dot is title. It's me like false. It returns me like false. Okay, but if I write S capital and if I write T capital, now if I run this one, if I run this one, now it's like true. That means a title is nothing but heading. Most of the times the heading starts with what? Most of the times the heading starts with what? Most of the times the heading starts with what? The heading starts with uppercase. Okay, if you see the string in this format, the ds title is like true, otherwise it's like false. Okay, that is about is title. The next one is what? Next one is like is uppercase. Okay, it is having all or like uppercase characters in the string. Then the time you can say like what? Okay, true, otherwise it returns me false. Okay, the next one is like join. Okay, what is this join? Now I have a list of elements out there. For example, uh, like this. Yes, okay, A and C like this. Okay, I have a list of elements over there. If I write like list dot join, if I write like list dot join, list object has no attribute join. Okay, list join is not in the list, right? Join is in the string. Okay, now you can say some elements you can take it. Okay, list only you can take. Control Z. Okay, now why it is gives me like this? This is which type? This is which type? List type. You are looking for join method in the list class. It is a object of list class or not? You are looking for which method? Join method in the list class. You are looking for the join method in the list class, but join method not in the list class. My join method in the string class, right? My join method in the string class. Okay, now I need to join this particular values with another string, with another string. Then how we can? First of all, I have my name is okay dot dot join, okay, that list. My name is SACH, okay, and now see this. My name is, it's like a string. Inside the string, we have the join. My string want to join with this iterable object. Now, if you come here, okay, my name is, okay, can I write like this? Come here. Hmm. Now, say the first one is joined, the second one is joined. So, this one I don't want to join for all, right? Okay, if you want to add the value for each and every element in the list, then the time you can go with this. But in this case, okay, it is not worked out. If you want to like this, you can join. But our actual functionality is what? What happened? List. Only one element is there. Okay, here how it's going to work was Sachin. Okay, and my name is Dhoni. Okay, this in this case it is not. Okay, just I have a list of elements over there. Just I want to join. Okay, I want to join with a delimiter, something like this. For example, I want to join all this with some underscore or something. Then the time you can see like this. Sachin Dhoni. There has list of iterator, okay, list of elements are there in the iterator object. I want to join with some delimiter. I want to join with some delimiter. It's not like concat. I want to join with some delimiter. Then that time you can go with this one. Okay, if you want to concat, then you can go with the format join. Just you can join all your list of elements or iterable object. It's not only list. If it is like set, if it is like a tuple, whatever it is, just I want to join all these values with some delimiter. Okay, then the time the delimiter is like a string dot join with the list. For example, I want to go with the, okay, some space, okay, dot join with list. Join with list. Now that is converted into a string, and one string to another string, we have some space or not? We are having some space. Understood? Join your elements with some delimiter. Okay, list. Okay, I have tuple this time. S1, S2, and S3. Okay, just I want to, okay, students, for example. I want all the students to join with some star. Okay, so you can put like star dot join with my students. Join with my students. Yes, one star, yes, two star, yes, three. Okay, join with some delimiter, that's it. Join with some delimiter. Okay, if you want to convert any trouble values, okay, for example, if you don't want any delimiter, just if you want to make it like join, then you can say like students like this. Okay, now if you want to convert these values, yes, yes, a c h en, if you want to convert into a string, okay, then that time you can go with what, then that time you can go with this. Okay, here it is what is right, you can run it. Now see this such so okay, convert one iterable object into a string, convert one iterable object into a string. Yeah, the next one is what, the next one is like just, where is that, L just, left just is there, or right just is there. Okay, this is a kind of justified version. Okay, let's go. I can take like some string, my value equals to such, my value equals to such, my val dot left just justified value of such, L just at least one argument, it's okay, at least one argument it should take, at least one argument it should take. Okay, now if I write some value like this, if I write some value like this, string object cannot interpret it as like an integer, so that it's take like integer only. Now if I run this, if I run this, the total characters, it is like a, just like what? Okay, 10 total characters, it is adjusted like what? 10 or not? Or okay, the value is like such in here only. After that, okay, left side only. After that, it is just a total string has like what? 10 characters or not? Now, if I write like the same or just of 10 or just of 10, now it is like what? Okay, total characters are like 10 only, but the text content, whatever you have, that is in the right side or not? That is in the right side. It's a kind of justified version. Okay, it is going to use like what based by using some spaces, it is going to align your content as you mentioned or not. Yes or no? Okay, so for any questions, we will not use frequently these methods, but some of the methods we are going to use like frequently. Okay, the next one is like what? A lowercase. This is already done. Convert into a lowercase or not. The next one is like a strip. Next one is like strip. Okay, it is like trim the values. Okay, trim your string. For example, if you take like this, you can take val equals to, okay, such in like this. Okay, we have some spaces in the left, we have some spaces in the right. Now var dot, okay, l strip left, var dot left strip. Now see the left side spaces. It's like removed or not. Same like this, see the val if you observe, okay, that is not changed. It returns me by removing the left side spaces. Okay, right side strip if you take, okay, right side it is removed or not. So now val dot, okay, do you have any this kind of method? Okay, if this is not there, it gives me an error. Otherwise, it gives me a result. Now it is removes what left side value as well as right side value also or not. That means I mean okay, left side space values and the right side space is also it's removed. Remaining one it's going to okay return or not. So L strip, R strip, and strip. That's all. Okay, okay. We'll see remaining things and next session. Okay. Thank you guys.